Tubers, family and friends. I'm here today at one of my properties to the north of where I live in northwestern Mindanao, Philippines. And I get here, it's probably 1 kilometer or maybe, I don't know, it's probably between a half and 1 kilometer from my house to here. And I got some animals here. There's the goats you can see down there. It's a female mama goat with 2 female babies, and I bought them probably 4 or 5 months ago. And I have the mama on that rope with a slide on it, and she's the only one that really needs to be confined to the area I want them to eat, and then the babies just stay with her. So she's really loving it, because before I just have to tie her up all day, but this I hooked up this slide rope for her, and she loves it. She can go all over the place. And then my only other animal out here is Rosie the cow, and she's a heifer, a year and a half old, maybe a year and 3/4 old, and we got her studded out here about a month ago, and I'm pretty sure she's pregnant with 2 bulls that they both had their way with her, and I'm pretty sure she's pregnant. She's very spoiled. I bring her fruit every day and grain. Besides, she gets to be down by the stream. She has plenty of water and plenty of grass. And I keep clearing this area. This is a 5-hectare area, and my fence line is right there. So the creek is inside my property, and I say my Filipino wife and I's property. Yes, I'm a foreigner, and yes, I'm on the deed, and I am a co-owner with my Filipino wife. That's the privileges of marriage in the Philippines, and that's all. My land purchases are done by a Filipino lawyer, and we have a family lawyer, and he does all our land deals. We've done 5 land deals now, and my name is both on the deeds. We have two of the 5 deals. We have deeds or titles to the property, and 3 of them we only have deed of sale. And that the law in the Philippines, deed of sale is the law. So you don't need a land title, because a lot of the land titles are locked up in what's called a mother's title, and it takes years to get through some of these mother titles to be able to get true land ownership. Maybe in the future they're gonna be able to have a way to get out of these mother titles easier, but for now, deed of sale is all you need. So you foreigners out there, don't get all hung up on, oh, I have to have a land title. I have to have a land title. In the U.S., if you know anything about titles, unless you have a allodial title, you don't own the land anyway. If you're paying property taxes, you don't own it anyway. The municipality owns it, and you're just renting it. And it's the same way as in the U.S. and all these other countries. It's a scam. It's a land scam. They own it, you don't. So don't get all hung up on that stuff, guys. Just the thing with the Philippines that's awesome is that, this is 5 hectares, this piece of property here, one of the 5. And that is your hectare to acre ratio is 2.5 acres to 1 hectare. So this piece of property here is about 12.5 acres. So, and it's bordered. We set up 1 strand of barbed wire all the way around it just shortly after we purchased it, and a portion of this acreage I'm fencing off into a 4 barbed wire fence, so my cows can run free within the fenced area that I make 4 barbed wires, right? And I got some gates already made. I just need to install them. And that's why I'm clearing. The last month or so, I've been clearing this portion of the jungle. I mean, the jungle used to look like this, right? I mean, so thick that you cannot walk through it. It's like a wall of green. You can't get through it unless you get cut up pretty bad by some of those plants that are in the jungle, I'm telling you. But one thing about the jungle I love, you know, and I'm not used to it because I grew up in northern Minnesota and there's so many eating bugs and mosquitoes who just drive you insane, and you have to have all kinds of bug dope on you and chemicals and netting and everything else just for the bugs to stay away from you if you want to do anything outside. In the jungle, it's not like that, man. I mean, I'm out here just like this almost every day, no bugs. Right toward dusk, some mosquitoes will come out, but not very many. I mean, 2 or 3 might be buzzing around my head. There's no such thing as biting flies here. I mean, the ecosystem works here. You know, all the DNR wasn't around spraying and killing all the animals that eat these bugs, like toads and bats and birds and all that stuff. So the ecosystem works here. And it's just cloudy. It's cloudy right now. It's mostly cloudy. So the bugs should be all over me. Not one is on me right now. So I'm just telling you guys there about the jungle. The jungle, depending on which jungle you're in, where you're at, of course, this is the island of Mindanao in the Philippines. And all the jungle here, I mean, you might run into a bee's nest or something. So you got to watch yourself for that. And there's anacondas, and there are, I've never seen it, but there are cobras here too, but I've never seen one. And if you have a brush cutter, like my brush cutter here, this is one of 2 that I purchased recently. This is a 4-stroke Honda brush cutter, and this bugger here, I don't know, I paid like 200, a little over 220 bucks, I think it was. It was like 1,200 or 12,000 pesos. And I got this, I've been trying all kinds of different blades. This is my last blade that I bought 3 of these. The metal is real tough and strong, so it doesn't warp when it gets hot, which is I really like. But these chainsaw blades, they start to break off after a couple uses, so it's not the best. So what I'm trying to find is blades that have real thick so they don't warp, because I got some with like a saw blade, but they're thin and they warp when they get hot. So because I hit it through a lot of brush, and as you can see, I got all this brush that's piled here. That's mostly from brush cutter. Some of it's from a chainsaw on smaller trees, but you just got to work your way through it, right? And like today, I'm gonna run this one for a few minutes, and you guys can see what it's like when I go through the jungle. I'm gonna hit that spot right up in there, because that's the next section I got to do some cutting with. So I'll prop this thing somewhere and try to get a certain angle for you guys to see, and we'll go from there. But old Rosie, she's watching me good. Okay, so I don't have a stand for this, and I'm sorry guys, I need to get a stand. But for now, I'm just gonna like lean this.